So, our office submitted our engineer's report on Monday. I hope a copy has made it into your packets there. I'll start with item number 1. I spoke last week with Eric Fritz from Lennon Smith, who informs me that Lennon Smith Solar Engineers is working on their final revisions to the Act 537 plan update amendment for the Finneyville-Orema Road Sewer Project. I told him there were 2 meetings of the board this month, so it's my understanding that they or intend to submit that to us before the meeting on the 24th, so that we can discuss it again at that point. Item number 2 is Veterans Park. Red Rock Fence intends to start on January 15th. I got a call from them yesterday. They had originally intended to start today. I received a call from them yesterday. You know, the bad weather has delayed their ability to start this week. So our office will have a field representative there with them in the morning on Monday to confirm the fence alignment. And I guess we've talked off and on about the ADA sidewalk and handrail down there. And it's my understanding that the township's pursuing some funding through the county for that project. If, we'll have a field representative there. If there's anything else that needs to be located from a survey standpoint, it would make sense to do it at that point. So, I'm not sure, I know the bleachers, and I'm not sure what the as-built provisions are for the contract that we have with Blackjack in terms of locating things that were built as part of our project. So I guess that's a conversation to have with the board. Is it worthwhile to locate things like the, baseball field fence, the dugouts, the bleachers, the ADA pad that they built down there? Is any of that worthwhile to locate now for future designs and grants? That's, maybe we don't have to locate all of that now, but I'm just mentioning
while
that.
he's there with the fence, you want him to like
You mean
locate
while
for
you're there
the
with
ADA?
your-
Yeah, while we
You're
have a
there.
surveyor there, is it
Yeah.
worthwhile to locate some?
I mean, we have
Some of that
found for that
information.
ADA ramp.
Is the ADA added work down there already designed,
It's not,
located?
no.
We found for funding for it through,
Yeah, the
But-
grant, but since he's here, why not do it?
that's what we're saying.
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
We
so-
can't open up that park without a way for people to get to the park from the parking lot. I mean, we just,
It'd be cheaper for him to do it in,
while he's there with
While
the
he's
fence.
there,
I think
then
that's why
drive
he's
back
making the
out.
suggestion.
Put it to you this way, another way of saying it,
it's all most of the design bases in there.
all that we've located right now are the boundary pins and the property corners. So, now that park is near completion, maybe it makes sense to locate the backstop and the dugouts and the concession stand.
Will you be able to homestead in a day, TJ, or is he gonna blend into another day, or, Yes, that's all I'm looking for.
They already have control set, they already have the pins found. I don't think it's
Tops a couple days maybe?
probably more than 1 or 2 days worth of field work, yeah.
It's gonna be like 10 degrees next week, so he'll make it pretty
No,
hot.
I believe we should do it since he's out there with the fence.
I do too, I think it's cost effective, and it has to be done, there's no way to open up that park without doing that eventually, so.
Eventually, from a legal standpoint, eventually we should have a means for, ADA individuals to be able to get from the parking lot to the bleachers.
Unreal, yep.
Okay, that's that item. Items number 3 and 4 are on the agenda for discussion. I'll skip those. 5 and 6, I don't have a real update other than what's already on the list there. Which brings us to item number 7, which is the Aragon Place storm sewer. We talked about this at the end of last year. We had done an inspection of the status of that storm sewer. It's collapsed about halfway down there. Our office has prepared a letter to send to Pennsylvania American Water Company to request that they, in the future, discontinue any future draining of their water storage tanks to that catch basin. And I think at some point this township should consider a fix to that solution, evaluating some options to repair. That storm sewer is 20 years old. It was built as part of phase 2. It's obviously insufficient in its current capacity. So more or less, this is a holdover item from last year that is an update for our new board members that are getting up to speed. And item number 8 on my engineer's report has already been discussed. That's the Segi sewer. So that's all that I have, unless there's any questions.
I see that you have the other engineering items and Mingo Circle wastewaters on there.
Yeah.
I wanted to let you and the board know that I went to the Washington County Storage Council's annual meeting. Was it yesterday? And one of the gentlemen from the DEP was there that was at that initial meeting downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And he recognized me, so I asked him how, we haven't heard anything from and he said that he couldn't speak officially, but the DEP is looking at it from a standpoint of not punishing, but to work with the township is what his feeling is getting to be.
Do you remember who you spoke to?
I do. He had a last name as a first name. Think about it.
Bill Mitchell.
No, it's not like a Bill. It's like a last, like his first name is literally not a normal it's like a last name as a first name. Younger gentleman, maybe 30. Kimball, that's it. Kimball. Because Kimball's not a name I ever heard before. I have heard it as a last name, so I knew.
I forget his last name, but he was at that meeting, yes.
Kimball was there, and he approached me and he said that he believed that the DEP's looking at it as a stance of, working with the township, not punishing the
That would be
township.
great.
For the situation that the township went through.
That'd be great.
Not that that's official, but. Any other questions for Bankston? That concludes the Bankston report.